And I'm so sorry if my camera is bouncing. They think it's a jungle gym back there and everything is just everywhere. Is everyone lost in there? I see you. I see you. Uh-oh, do I see Scotty back there? Maybe? Is there a kid? Go. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Brandy and my family of 5 just recently moved into our travel trailer. We sold our house here in Florida and now we will be staying in our trailer for about 2 months before we head up to North Georgia. We are currently building up there, so yes, my kids are behind me, my dogs are over here. Nobody has space to walk. It is bad. Like, it is so bad in here. And I know you hear people say that all the time. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. But no, really, this is really bad. I'm gonna show you guys. I can't believe I'm sharing how bad it is. But you know what? I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm gonna let you guys know how this goes. We are not new to camping, so that isn't gonna be as much of an adventure as if we had never camped before and we were just selling our house and moving into our camper. But we are weekend campers, so we are not new to it. I can't imagine being new to camping at the same time as moving into it full time. So if that's what you've done, oh my gosh, kudos to you, because camping in general is a learning curve. So we are gonna go ahead and get this camper cleaned up. I'm gonna show you around. I'm gonna show you what I'm working with. I have got to get rid of stuff. Everything got thrown in here at the last minute because I thought this is the stuff I needed, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, we can't have this much stuff in here. So let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. We have got to get this camper in order. Hi, is everyone lost in there? I see you. I see you. Uh-oh, do I see Scotty back there? Maybe? Is there a kid right there?
I thought that we had something special. I thought I handled this so well. I know we had the right intentions, but somehow it came to an end. I was looking for a remedy. Now I better who's in front of me. I was looking for a remedy. Now I better.
I wish I could say that was my only tripping incident, but it definitely was not. I have tripped so many times in the past week. My shins look horrible. They are so beat up. Today is day 1 of 4, and it's not even a consecutive 4 days. It took me almost a week to film this. I started on a Thursday, and the last day I filmed was on a Tuesday. We did have a few things going on though. My husband and I celebrated our 13th wedding anniversary on Monday. We are getting started on this camper. It was a very, very, very rough start, but let's go ahead and just start getting some of this mess cleaned up, and then I will jump back on to explain all of the disasters that just kept happening.
Yeah. Push you back, hold you close, start a fight, there you go. I get unstable, in my bed all alone, never know when you home. I get unstable,
You are probably wondering why I'm tearing my camper apart even more when it already looks the way it does. I am going to go ahead and create a staging area so I can get all of this stuff off the floor. Everyone's tempers and anxiety is so high with the camper in this condition. Even my dog, Milo, the big dog, he will not walk if he does not have a clear space. He won't step over things. He has to have like a direct path to wherever he's going, or else he just stands there and cries and cries and cries. And quite frankly, I feel the same way, Milo. So we're going to go ahead and create our staging area here. Everything that is going on the left side is going to be things that need to be either boxed up, taken to my mom's house, or donated. And then the things on the right, I'm going to go ahead and start putting all of the blankets. I have way too many blankets. I guess I have a fear of not having a clean blanket. We're going to put all of the blankets in that right corner. And then the things that are in front of that are things that I need to find a home for inside the camper. So let's go ahead and fill up our staging area. While I was working on the dining area, my son and Mackenzie came out and Scotty asked, please come help in the bunk room. Everyone was just kind of over not being able to walk, except Madison. Madison is totally chill. She will go with the flow, but Scotty was like, okay, can you please help us? So that's the best part of this small little area, is there's not much to pick up in here. Well, there is a lot to pick up, but it's super fast because it's super small. And that I will miss. I do not miss having 3 different rooms to have to spend hours in each room cleaning. This takes like 10 minutes and I have the entire thing picked up. We have been slowly bringing toys over from my parents' house. Both of Mackenzie's toy bins ended up there, so I just kind of pick and choose which toys come home with us that day. That has actually been working out pretty well. For their bunk room, I do have things to go in each one of their little bunk areas to make it more homey and make it more personalized for them, and I just need to find the time to do it. So I'm hoping in the next few weeks I will have a bunkhouse decorating video. I'm super excited to make their little bunks their own fun little space because they are spending so much time up there. And through this entire experience, my kids have been troopers. They are really enjoying it. I think I've been taking it the hardest, like human-wise, and then Luna, our little girl hound, she has been taking it the roughest. She is a rescue, and we got her in August. She just has some weird little quirks, like most rescued dogs do, and she will not go to the bathroom on a leash. So I'll talk about that later. That's where a lot of our other issues came in, and it was just a long few days. But right now I'm swapping out Scotty's pool noodle. When we took out the jackknife sofa, it ended up taking away his ability to get on his bed. So I went ahead and ordered a trampoline ladder off of Amazon, and it's working really well, but it was a little bit too short, and I mean like a few centimeters too short. So we went ahead and put that pool noodle on the bottom and a piece of pipe insulation foam on the top just to kind of protect where he climbs up on it, and it is working perfectly. Now I'm going to quickly vacuum in here. Oh, it is so nice how fast I can vacuum. And yes, I brought my Shark. I almost brought my cordless LG because that wouldn't have required a outlet, and I was just like, you know what, this girl does the job so well. She can vacuum up all of Luna's dog food. So I'm gonna go ahead and quickly vacuum in here, and I'm getting to see what all the excitement over vacuum lines is about. I'm gonna vacuum this little slide, and I'm not very good at the vacuum lines yet, so just give me a few weeks and hopefully I will get a little bit better at creating awesome vacuum lines.
We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds, telling lies. That's how we stay alive. That's how we stay alive. I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night, and when we are old and gray, we'll look back at this summer night, the summer night, the summer night.
I got this storage ottoman online at Target, and my original intent was to just have something to prop our feet up on. Camper couches are not known for their comfort, but having something to put your feet up on makes it a little bit more bearable, and it ended up working out really well to have all of our dog supplies in. You saw me put the dog food in there. I end up putting their dog treats in there, leashes, like poop bags, all of the things just go in that one space. And I think that's what the hardest part of this transition is that it's going to take time to work all the kinks out. And like the ottoman, that is perfect for storing all of our dog stuff. We know where everything is. If somebody needs a bag, we can just hurry up and grab one. We know right where it's at. And I think that's where a lot of my struggles are coming from. You really have to live in a space to learn how things are going to work. I mean, we were in our house for almost 10 years and I still never had everything organized exactly how I wanted it. So I just need to learn how to calm down and trust the process. Man, it's easier said than done sometimes though.
I want to remember all that happened to us, 'cause I wanna drive through the summer night, and when we are old and gray, we'll look back at this summer night, this summer night, this summer night. You know that I can't seem to focus when you're getting close to me. We're like a broken record spinning round and round all year. I know that I can't do more. I know that you feel the same. Why do we keep playing all of these games?
I was going to wash dishes, but I just realized my brush is at my mom's house, so I have nothing to actually wash the dishes with. So we're gonna head back to that mess over there.
That it won't be easy. Maybe we're just too alike. I wanna stay up all night with you. You know my friends think that I'm crazy, 'cause you're all that I can see. I hope that we will make it, 'cause I'm falling here for real. You know that I can do more. Just wanna care for you, babe. Why we keep on playing all of these games? I don't wanna go, 'cause your love is what I want, babe. You know that I wanna stay this way forever. I wanna stay up all night with you. No games to play, just wanna stay up all night with you. I know that it won't be easy. Maybe we're just too alike.
I see these rolling utility carts all over Instagram and all over my craft groups, and I have wanted one for so long, and Target had like a huge organizational sale, so I snagged one in white and one in black, and the black one ended up in storage in Georgia. So I'm glad I had made this one before and I got it in the camper. I wanted to use it in our bedroom, but it ended up out here, which is not a bad thing. It's almost like a rolling island or a pantry overflow. That pantry is so small. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. That's going to be a different video though.
I wanna stay up all night with you. No games to play, just wanna stay up all night with you. I know that it won't be easy. Maybe we're just too alike. I wanna stay up all night with you. Up all night with you.
I'm going to go ahead and get this makeshift recycling bin set up. We do not have a recycling service here. They only have dumpsters. So I'm planning to just save all my recycling and then Every once in a while, I will just take it all to either my parents' house or Michael's dad's house and put it in their recycle bins. I'm a recycler, so I'm going to struggle with not having a recycle day. And there weren't many things that transferred over from my new pantry at our house that I had just redone to our camper pantry, except these cereal containers. They work perfectly in the little cutout that I have. And now this is where I'm having fun with the camper. I'm not as afraid to customize it to my liking, especially when it just requires taking a few screws out, like the jackknife sofa. Now when it comes to painting, I've thought about painting the entire thing white. White walls, do a white upper and a dark lower cabinet, but I'm going to hold off on that because the camper is only a few years old and everything is still in great condition. But when it comes to making little changes like this that will make my life easier, I'm just going to go for them. The door under this couch was just making it too hard to access, and I need this to be usable storage under here. So taking that door off made a huge difference.
Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready? Let me be honest, I don't know one single thing that I haven't done to make you notice me. Let me be real here. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing and playing and waiting around. It's a shame that my hands start shaking all of the time when you're around me. But this time, girl, I know what's bothering me.
While I start tackling this huge sink full of dishes, well, actually it's not a big sink at all. It's actually quite small, but there's a lot of dishes in this little sink. While I get started on these dishes, I thought I would go ahead and give you an overview of my week last week. Oh my goodness, I'm still a little traumatized from it. I'm not going to lie. So we ended up getting our camper to the campsite on Tuesday evening. We drove home from Georgia on Monday. We ended up just staying at my mom's house because it was my nephew's birthday, and my husband and my dad had been driving all day, and then we had been unloading a truck all weekend. So we stayed at my mom's house Monday night. So Tuesday night we took our camper out to the campground. So Wednesday I was just kind of thrown into it. My husband leaves super early in the morning, and I was worried about it because Luna doesn't pee on a leash and Milo doesn't know how to walk on a leash. So I knew it was just going to be very hard juggling the dogs and the kids, and I was not wrong. Milo tends to sleep in a little bit longer, and I was super concerned about getting Luna out and getting her to go to the bathroom because she won't pee on a leash. So I had taken her out earlier, and of course I had just ran out. I didn't put a bra on, so I'm like standing outside trying to get the dog to pee in my pajamas, and a super nice mom, like she had the best intentions, and she came up, she saw Mackenzie, who had no shirt on at the moment, and this mom comes up and says, "Oh, does your daughter have anyone to play with?" She had a 16-month-old son, and he didn't really get to have any interaction with other kids. So here I am, straight out of bed, and this mom is talking to me, and I was like, oh yeah, like I told her our site number, and it turns out she backs up like right to us. So it was gonna be fine. And then I get back into the camper. I'm trying to get all my stuff going. It's probably about 10:30, and all of a sudden Milo is on the couch, and he stands up and he just starts peeing everywhere. And I mean everywhere. He couldn't stop it. He couldn't control it. So then I'm like, oh my gosh, Milo. So I try and get him out the door. And during that, he then ends up walking into our bedroom, peeing all over their dog bed. I mean, urine is going everywhere at this point, and I am just like freaking out. So I finally get Milo outside on his runner. I'm like getting all of the pee-soaked blankets off the couch, the dog bed out the door, and I call Michael. I'm crying on the phone, telling him I can't do this. What are we doing? Why? What are we thinking? Like, I am having a mental breakdown on the phone, and I look up, and that mom is standing at her campsite with her little 16-month-old son. I was like, oh my gosh. So then I ended up just like shoving all of the laundry in a garbage bag, and I called my mom on the way and was like, I was in total tears at this point, and I called her and I was like, I'm coming, and I have a garbage bag full of laundry. And like, of course, once I got there, everything was okay and I was able to calm down. But oh my goodness, Friday was rough overall. It was just a very rough day. When I called Michael during my mental breakdown that morning, I had told him that he wasn't allowed to go back to work until Luna knew how to pee on a leash. I was having such a hard time trying to train the dog, watch the kids, keep everyone alive, make sure nobody ran out in the middle of the road, nobody got off their leash, and it was just way too much for me to handle. So he actually now gets up extra early, and him and Luna go on a nice little walk down to the dog park because she has no problem going to the bathroom at the dog park. So then he'll bring her back, she'll go back to bed, and once Milo wakes up, I just take him outside. That way the kids can stay asleep. I don't have to get kids out of bed. Everyone can just kind of stay where they're at. I can just take the dog to the bathroom outside. And we even actually ordered fencing off of Amazon. So a lot of the campsites around here, you could tell like the people who are probably here for longer or even permanent, they have fences around their site. And I thought that would be perfect because at least Luna could kind of go out and hopefully she'll go to the bathroom for Michael and you won't have to walk her all the way to the park. But even if that doesn't work, we still have a plan in place that is working. I don't want to jinx it because everything is starting to settle down. But man, it was not easy getting to this point.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights don't get around. But there's something about you I like, about you I like. You're crazy for saying I should slow down, but maybe I'm escaping the love we found. There's something about you I like, about you I like. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Guess I'm just too scared to settle down. There'd be many nights I got too high and almost left town. But there's something about you I like, about you I like.
How cute is this cake, you guys? Thank you so much for all of the support. My husband ordered this cake on Friday, and when he came home Friday night, he ended up kind of like dropping hints to a cake being ordered, so I thought it was like a pity cake. And when he got the cake on Saturday, oh my goodness, I was so surprised. I am so thankful for all the support. Thank you for sticking with me. And now we are on to Sunday. And I'm just going to start packing up all of the things that I want to take to storage. I'm trying to not take everything to my parents' house just because they already have so much of our stuff there. So I'm going to go ahead and get some donations ready. I'm going to get a storage run ready. And I'm going to try and keep what I have to take there to a minimum.
One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better, yeah. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better.
As you can see, my staging area came in pretty handy, but it is a few days later, and we use our dining room table all of the time. Even at home, we were always sitting at our dining room table, so my kids are itching to get this table back up, and you'll see Mackenzie how excited she gets when the table is finally there. She sits down and she's like, okay, I'm ready for dinner, let's go. It's so funny.
Don't wanna be shy. Shy, I will let my guard down. I wanna Talked about everything that was on our minds. Talking to you gave me butterflies.
Was that not the cutest with how excited she got? Now I have a mess to clean up. We are on our last day of cleaning, and when I got the kids out their breakfast this morning from the freezer, I didn't realize I had dropped an ice pop and it had fallen between the jugs of water that we sit right here. And this is what I came back to the camper to. And of course, this floor stains so easy. We've had multiple stains on the floor that I've just not been able to get up. You saw that Clorox wipe was not even touched. So I decided to break out the pink stuff. This stuff has really surprised me. I was a hardcore Barkeeper's Friend. Actually, I still am. I'm a huge believer in Barkeeper's Friend, but this stuff for some reason is just so much easier to just grab and use. And it seriously worked so well. I thought the pink that I was seeing on the washcloth was just the pink stuff, and I was like, yeah, no, there's no way. And then I started wiping it off, and I could not believe how well it was coming up. And I actually grabbed this from Walmart. I think when it first came out, you mostly had to buy it on like Amazon, but I was able to just add this to my Walmart pickup order. So I would definitely recommend having this under your kitchen sink just for a little messes and stains like this.
I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh out loud. Talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. I wanna laugh out loud. Talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. Love a little louder. Love a little louder. Love a little louder. Love a little louder.
That was my little sister, Bria. She is getting married in a few weeks, and we had met up at her wedding venue, which is a gorgeous barn. And so we had met up there earlier, and they were going to go shopping. My mom and her were going to go do some shopping after, and Maddie wanted to go with. So she was bringing Madison back, and she always does funny things when she sees that I'm filming. And I told her, I was like, you know what? I'm going to use that. I will definitely have to share photos and maybe even some video of her wedding day. So be on the lookout for that. I am so excited. I'm going to go ahead and do a few finishing touches, and then you guys, we are done. I cannot believe this camper is finally in a livable condition and everyone can walk around. My sweet Milo is not freaking out anymore. I'm not freaking out anymore. Well, at least for the moment. But thank you so much for sticking this out with me, sticking the last few weeks out with me. It has been a crazy adventure, to say the least, and I am so glad I have you guys here with me. I'm going to leave you with a few before and afters, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!
You got me dancing in your storm. I'm looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. You got me feeling uncomplicated. Whatever happens is meant for us. Pressing into all this.
So I'm gonna have to start all over, and I'm gonna have to downsize what we brought into